Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again. Today we're going to be trying out Infinity Hexadome Tactics. This is I don't know if it's simultaneous turn-based or just turn-based tactical combat, but it's a arena-style hero or like champion, like arena battle sort of deal, and it is currently in beta. I finally got my name pulled out of a hat. This is closed beta number 4, and so I'm able to show this off. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and go through this tutorial here. I didn't really get much of a menuing to do. Thankfully, the audio is actually, if anything, the audio is too soft. But then again, that might just be this this menu here. So with closed beta 4, they apparently overhauled the onboarding process, or what they call the boot camp. I noticed that the NPC is Sibylla, and I don't like it. But, you know, who am I to judge? Anyways, it seems like they're going to take us through understanding 3 different characters, the rules of a match, and then they're going to send us on our way. Works for me. Welcome to Pan-Ocean Arena, Coach. Your objective: score more points than your opponent or be the first to reach 8 points. 2 teams comprising of 4 champions with unique abilities face off in an arena tiled with hexagons. Yes, that makes sense. Where does the infinity come in? In each round, you will need to place your champion strategically, eliminating opposing champions, capture active scoring zone, which I'm guessing is currently this. Yes, it's simple. It's simple math, they say. You will need to fight to promote your sponsor and win the heart of the audience to gain bonuses for your team. Not so simple. Really, that's the most understandable part of this entire tutorial so far. Use your tactics, signature moves, manage your cheers, and pick up hexadrops. Not simple. Most importantly, you will need to effectively manage your efforts to manipulate the odds of each action. Let us start by calibrating your camera. Oh no! WASDA! Rotate with Q and E or holding down middle mouse button. Cool. Champions begin their turn with 2 actions. That's XCOM, baby! Actions are used to move and perform actions. To plot movement of your active champion, click once on the highlighted tile. Click once on another tile to set a waypoint. Right-click to cancel the last part of your plotted waypoint. Click a second time on your waypoint to execute the movement, then click End Turn. You want me to just move here. Even though I guess one of my actions got kaput for some reason. Champions have their own unique attack skill. Attacks cost 1 action point. Actions trigger a roll for the attacker and a roll for the defender. Difference between attacker roll and defender roll is the damage inflicted on the target. Hover your mouse over the attack skill to see the damage. 0, 1, or 2 damage, and range 1 of 1 tiles of the attack. Okay, it would make sense that Yotam's shield, shield bash, would be in melee range. And it seems like it doesn't do necessarily a lot of damage, at least comparatively. Our character, I don't know, maybe it's a brawly game. Our character has like 9 health and does 2 damage. Typical tank. God. Typical tank. And it applies taunt. Champions with taunt can only target the champion that provoked them. Alright. use the attack skill Yodam Shield on Gata, then end turn. Can I just left click on wannabe Cat Naruto and be done? Okay, so like Blood Bowl, we got some disengage chance here. So she has a area of influence. Interesting. So then I would probably want to place myself right here. Double click to move there. Attack
Attacking
right
an
there.
opponent triggers a face-off between your attack and their defense. The strength of your attack is determined by the result of a roll of 6 possible outcomes. The opponent will attempt to block the attack with a defense that is also determined by a roll. You can influence the probability of the roll with bonuses that remove the worst possible results. Bonuses can also remove the best possible results for your opponent. The result of the attacker is put against the result of the defender. If the attack is higher than the defense, the difference is inflicted as damage, otherwise, the attack is blocked. If you obtain a number with the exclamation mark symbol, a specific bonus effect will be triggered after your attack.
Okay, so it only taunts if I roll that specific one. Got it. She only had 2 HP. I feel bad about talking about this dude's muscles. My apologies. Champions also have their own unique action skills. Using an action triggers a roll that determines the degree of the effect. Rolling a 0 will cause the action to fail. That's not good. Move Maximus next to the opponent and use the action skill out of my way on them end turn. Hype! Push any target 0 to 2 spaces, which is determined by the die roll. Okay. And take their initial position. So it's a push through. And we can also gain cheers. Mate. Moving away from an opponent requires a successful disengage. Already learned that. The agility stat of the moving champion is rolled against the bronze stat of the opponent. A failed disengage will cancel movement. The color of the disengage indicator shows the likelihood of success. For example, green, high chance, red, low chance. We are going to move away from the opponent and disengage. Ours is fair. Why is that? This is our agility stats right here. We have a 1 out of 3 chance to get 0, 50% chance of 2, and we could even get a 3. So wait, this means that even by doing this, which not moving here is kind of a BM as far as I'm concerned, even by just forcing ourselves to roll, the highest value will always get us cheers, even in the event that we are rolling defensively. That's interesting. I was actually expecting a roll, but I'm guessing I didn't get... Where's the event log? Right there. Gee! Tell me what happened! Ow! Then end turn. What did you think of this training? It's fine. I don't think that anything else needs to be said about that. It taught me how to move my character and told me what things were relevant. Now we're going to learn about cheers. Cheers are used to purchase upgrades in single-use abilities called tactics. Hover your mouse over the cheers counter to see a list of ways to earn. Earn cheers by picking up hexadrops, downing opponents, using hype skill. pushing opponents out of the active scoring zone and ending your turn in the active scoring zone. Cheers are used to activate single-use abilities called tactics. Yes. Use the hype skill to earn cheers for your team, then click end turn. You got it. So then we had a chance to effectively crit and gain an additional, like, almost double the amount of cheers we would have rolled that 5th result. Which debuffs or bonuses on opponents cause us to lose our best. So there actually might be a case where if we have a debuff on us that gets rid of our top score, we might even want to actually, like, hype, because it's twice as effective, possibly, depending on how strong economy is in this game, which I'm kind of assuming that it's supposed to be, at least intentionally. Cheers can be spent to immediately activate tactics or single-use abilities with either offensive or defensive effects. Click on the tactics to open up and see some stuff. Go all out. Refill one action point. Okay. Good push for lethal. Apply blind to an opponent. Opponents with blind cannot draw line of sight beyond the 0 to 1 range. Ho-ho! Move Gata next to the opponent in the scoring zone and use tactic Quicksilver. Then click end turn. But why? Oh, yes, of course we do. Have I done it? Yes. Cheers can be spent to upgrade the stats and skills of champion. Each stat and skill can be upgraded up to 3 times. Understood. Hover your mouse over the agility stat to access the upgrade panel. Okay, it's got a long hover. And so what is this? I take it I'm upgrading, like, here. When attempting to disengage from opponent. Upgrade Gata's agility stat to allow her to easily disengage from the opponent and then move to the highlighted tile. Alright. Okay, so I'm correct. We're upgrading upwards. I want to know what the star means. Does that mean that it is level 1? Did just the values go up? Most likely. It seems like at level 3 as well, we get access to 3 different, you know, cheer econs. I wonder if that is exclusive to this character. And that's like her, like Delio. I'm trying to think and read and talk at the same time. My apologies. Champions capture yellow sponsor tiles by walking over them. A captured sponsor tile improves the odds of your rolls by removing the lowest number. There are 3 sponsor tiles available to capture. Move Gata to capture all 3 sponsor tiles in a single turn, then click end turn. You trying to trick me? What is this? Barrier. Provides cover but does not break line of sight. I can apparently jump over it. So I want to go here. And we're going to have to disengage. We'll go with it. Oh, he's just sitting there like a dunce. Okay, so we got some zone control. Hexadrops are pickups that spawn in the arena in an inactive state. They activate at the start of the next round. The first champion to step on an active Hexadrop will receive its effect. Green have positive, red have negatives, grays are inactive. Hover your mouse to see its effect. Gain 5 movement points. Suffer 3 damage. Okay, so I would want to knock enemies into here or utilize this to make space. And this heals 3 hit points. Find a way to reach the heal Hexadrop to restore to full HP. Just fine. Cover and Overwatch. Seems important in an XCOM clone. Maybe clone isn't really appropriate, but champions behind cover benefit from a boost that removes the 2 lowest numbers from their defensive rolls. Blockers, obstacles, and even champions can serve as cover. Find a way to the attack opponent in a way in which they don't benefit from cover, then select End Turn. So here I'm seeing a little bit of shielding, so it must be that line of sight must be drawn. You can like maybe barely see my mouse here. This corner here to their same corner is blocked. Board games use that rule quite a bit. This, however, is also using... Alright, I don't know. Which they don't benefit from cover. Guess I am not seeing that at all. Do they already have a defense, so they're getting cover because that's adjacent then? This would require a disengage. We could also just go here, then here. I'm guessing. So this one is not clear. They should explain to us what those shields do. That is my feedback. So, straight in the face and turn. Targeted actions require line of sight with the target. Tide is broken by blockers and champions. Move 8 ball to acquire line of sight with the opponent and use the attack Eat My Fa Xing. Is that right? J is a sh, right? I don't freaking know. No, X is sh, isn't it? From a distance. Then click End Turn. I understand. It's ranged. Eight ball out here putting on a clinic. Each champion has their own unique and powerful signature move. The use of a signature move does not consume an action point. You need to obtain a signature move charge to unleash a signature move. One way to obtain a signature move charge is to pick up a specific Hexadrop, probably the thing that has the same exact icon as my signature move. It says range 2 to 3, so that works. Also, it even pulls items. That mine came closer as well. The Overwatch skill makes your opponent auto-attack during the opponent's turn. Overwatch can only be used with the champion's second action point. Got it? Like, that's good clarification, actually. I was wondering, like, why you would even want to use Overwatch with your first action and then move or something, or not use your action. It basically forces you to at least move or give up your entire turn, which makes, like, semantic sense, in my opinion. Even melee units can Overwatch. Are you kidding me? And then if we succeed, we grab the target. Grab a target to force them to move closer to you. Or axe within an Overwatch tile. Okay, so then you can Overwatch. Did XCOM 2 work like that, right? I mean, there was also suppressing fire, but you could still Overwatch people shooting at you, right? Right? It's been a hot minute. Use the Overwatch skill to place Overwatch tiles in front of Major Luna. I mean, I have. That could be clarified. Disengage failed. So she just doesn't get to move. What did you think of this training? Just fine. To clarify. To successfully complete boot camp, you will need to win a short match of 2 rounds. Your team will comprise of everybody plus Wild Bill.
Before you begin your first 4-on-4 match, let us review the rules of the game.
Sure.
The matches are played between 2 teams. Each team has 4 champions. Each champion has their own unique strengths and abilities. The objective of the game is to be the first team to score 8 points.
I guess they never really told us what scores points. Oh wait, did they? No, we get cheers for ending our turn in the contested area.
Points are scored by occupying the active scoring zone with your champions.
Ah, they got me.
There are 7 scoring zones in the arena.
7. So it's a mix between multi-hill, team deathmatch, And then you also get these, what am I trying to say? These capture points as well. Okay. So even if I somehow could, owning all 7 areas doesn't win me the game, but if you're owning all 7 areas with 4 people, you're obviously both A, cheating, and B, have killed somebody. Or knockout. I don't know what the
At the
proper
end of
term
each
is.
round, the number of champions in the active scoring zone determines the number of points scored. When both teams have the same number of champions in the zone, each team scores 1 point. When both teams have champions in the zone, the team with the most champions scores 2 points. When only one team has champions in the zone, that team scores 3 points.
I was jumping to conclusions.
When there are no champions in the zone at the end of the round, the active scoring zone stays the same for the next round. This concludes our review of the rules. You will now need to defeat your opponent in a 4-on-4 match to complete the boot camp.
Oh god. The ultimate test, can you beat bots? You'll have the ability to score points at the end of the round. Okay, this guy's our tank. First active scoring zone is in the middle of the arena. So they're not always active at once. Provides cover, but does not break line of sight. So that gives me a defense bonus. What is this? Refill 1 action point. This drop will be activated at the next scoring phase. Definitely want to pick that up, but you're probably not the one to do it. You kind of need a front line. I want you to have some sort of cover. Maybe this is appropriate. Maybe that's appropriate. Getting shot at for free, though, doesn't really seem nice. And it seems like this is going to be the next scoring area. Well, the one thing to ask, when an opponent attacks one of your teammates, apply the +1 movement state. What? Suffers damage instead of his adjacent allies until he reaches 1 hit point. Okay, so you're a bodyguard. / tank. Makes sense. Yeah, you know what? I want the forward position. Put me here. Each champion can only play once per round. The timeline at the top of the screen shows the play order of all the champions. Okay. So I'm guessing red borders is enemies. Blue borders is us. If I also knew who these people were, that would also help. So I could put myself first. I don't even think that we technically need to be there. Let's go ahead and put ourselves first action, third set. What does this do? Gain 2 golden bullets. Improves 1 or more results of all your abilities and will be consumed when used. Likely not going to deal damage with this. Movement points can be spent to jump over champions and obstacles. Boost your defense roll twice when attacked from close range. I honestly think you're the best to go for this. And I really don't like the idea of you attacking either. Just thank you. Give us some cheers and let's hype that shit up. You can't win them all. I'm pretty sure I want you to move as soon as possible, because we want to snag this. So we're going to go first. That's interesting. So I like the idea of a hyper-aggressive. Move you here. I'm an idiot. Well, alright. Guess we're moving over here. This is going to put our DPS last. Automatically spend 40 cheers to add 1 damage. Alright. Move here, shoot there. You really only had 3 HP. Okay, never mind. You are a tanky mofo. You only have 2, you only have 3. Oh god, you guys don't have any HP, man. I'm just gonna bruise you. A down champion will not count for scoring. They won't play this round and will get up on their knees after the scoring phase. Yeah, that's fine. Hope you don't plan on getting out of there. Okay, so I don't think we're actually going to get over to this. So I think instead what's going to happen is we're going to move here. Hold on, I'm feeling the beat. Cheers. It's pretty spicy. I suppose I also should have taken a look at who was coming up next. Oh, that's just displace. Okay. That's fair. We could displace to contest. Seems like a good idea. 1 to 3. We can't really get up in there. Unless, of course, I go here and up there. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. That's for this guy right here. Yeah, I think it's displacement. I can't push her out. Oh, this is terrible. That'll refund. And only Gata can actually, like, move through. So we're gonna lose another couple of points, honestly. That is rough. You are in no way to get into there. Stare plus movement. Push any target 1 space. Swap your position with a target 1 to 2 spaces away. Okay, it's time for big bunga play. How much does it cost me to upgrade? Never really stated. Oh, 20. Of course they stated. Well, we're here now. Which means that we both get 1 point, they don't get 3 points. Where is the next location? Does not specify. Well, we lost. How embarrassing for us. So knowing how 8 Ball's move worked would actually have been quite helpful. I was under the assumption that I was going to be able to push Gata into the enemy or into the contested zone. And then, even then, we would probably have to get, like, let's see, they would have had 4. We would have had to have gotten another 3 knockouts in order to beat them, which with Wild Bill missing, well, not missing, the other character rolled high. We rolled our highest value as well. Yeah, so that's mainly just poor planning on our part. I would say that that's fun. You complete boot camp, you can now play full-length 5-round matches against a bot or take on other game modes. Alright, well, that was our introduction into Infinity... God, I should really remember the name of the... Infinity Hexadome Tactics? There we go, we got there. If you are interested in signing up for the beta yourself, or if you want to wishlist the game, there will be a link down in the description below, as per usual. Both of those will help out the game, the devs immensely. If you have any feedback from me, be it questions, comments, concerns, missed player alerts, be sure to put those down in the comments below. I intend to try and get some footage out for this. I'm looking forward to it. It reminds me a lot of a game that I used to play called Fray, which was a simultaneous turn-based hex squad shooter. And while this is obviously not simultaneous turn-based, it's still quite interesting. And with them developing the game, I don't know, I think it could be quite interesting. It's been a while. How do I put this? It scratches that... So I played a lot of Fire Emblem, specifically Fire Emblem Heroes, and it kind of scratches that itch whilst actually having some RNG to it, which I think is, for me, that makes it more appealing. While I realize that some people don't like to low roll constantly, they've definitely added an interesting system where you can either buff yourself to increase your roll or lower enemy rolls and stuff like that. And so I think that leaves quite a bit of design space, especially like I was saying before. I actually might want to get debuffed so that I have a higher chance of rolling plus cheers, which gives us the resource to spend to permanently increase our characters. We obviously didn't do much with that. That might have been part of our downfall in that scenario though, there. But yeah, how many... So what is this? This is 12 champs, including Polygon Man, of course. Again, game is in beta. That's to be expected. Do we really get to actually like choose a team loadout too, basically? Interesting. Huh. Very interesting. But yeah, I'll be looking at this quite a bit, mainly because there's not really much going around, unfortunately. So yeah, expect to see more on the channel. Again, if you have any feedback for me, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put those down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys around.